Howdy folks, welcome back, and we are going to talk a little bit about funk harmony, meaning chords. And there are two specific chords you're going to be playing a lot in funk guitar. There is, actually let's talk about three chords. Let's do three chords, just because three is a good number. The 9, which is the James Brown thing, the minor 7 chord, okay, and then the dominant 7 chord. So those three are very, very typical chords when you're running into a funk situation. Now, everybody knows the James Brown vibe. Okay, that's the 9 chord. So what you're going to be doing with that is basically, you're playing a 7, your dominant 7, and you're adding the 9 on top. All right? And basically what that is, theoretically speaking, is if I'm playing a D dominant 7 chord, okay, I've got the D, which is the root. I've got the 3rd, which is the F sharp. I've got a C, which is your flat 7, and then E, which is your 9. All right? And then if you want, a lot of lot of times, you put that 5 on top. That's the A. So this is the general shape you'll see a lot of people be playing. So if you're on YouTube and you're watching some funk guys, you're going to see this shape all the time. All the time. All right, so there's the 9. And then what we have is, let's move to the minor 7 chord. All right, so we're going to be doing A minor 7. Typical harmony arrangement for this is this shape you're going to see on the 6th string as your root note. So we've got your A, okay, then we've got your G, which is your flat 7, we've got your C, which is your 3rd, and your E, which is your 5. Okay, and a lot of times when you hear this, think about people like Carlos Santana and Oyo Como Va, stuff like that. That's your minor 7 chord. All right, and then one of my favorite chords, the dominant 7. All right, it's funky and bluesy all at the same time. We've got your A, okay, on your root 6th string. You've got your E, which is your 5. You've got your octave, A on your 4th string. You've got your 3rd, which is your C sharp, okay. On your 3rd string, you've got your E, which is your 5, and then your A, okay. And then we want to add in the 7. What we're going to do is we're going to play that on the 8th fret of your 2nd string. I like this voicing a lot. Some people just dig doing that, but putting that 7 in right there gives it a little bit of flavor. And keep in mind, when you're playing funk guitar, a lot of the times you're not going to be playing huge bar chords like this. You're going to be shrinking stuff down, okay, so a little bit, probably maybe 3 notes at the same time. You know, even if you're playing a D9 like we were earlier, sometimes I'll only play the top 3 strings, okay? You don't need to play the whole set of strings in that chord, because you can give room in the bottom end for that bass player to be laying this down. Okay? Give that space there. Another thing you can do when you're playing the dominant 7 chord, we're talking on the tip of not playing the whole bar chord, is something just like these 3 notes. Can be super, super funky. And I'm doing some muting as well in there, so you're not getting every note every time. That's kind of like the Schofield trick, which I think is pretty funky. And I'm almost deadening the strings too, so it's not like, because that's super obnoxious. You want to give a little bit of color and a little bit of life to it. What you can do is palm mute a little bit, and then you can pump your fingers. I'm actually not holding these down the whole time. I'm lifting them up here and there, so I'm getting specific notes that I want to ring through. And if I want to get a little bit punchy and dynamic, knock it down and play the whole thing. That's an exercise you can try to work on to get the accuracy correct. So there's a couple chords for some funk guitar. Have fun with that, and we'll see you next time.